Welcome back to NC Bassin. Today I'm back on the pond. I'm gonna call it the woods pond, where I caught an 8-pounder. I've been here twice in the last. I've waited 2 weeks to come back. The last time I was here, I caught an 8-pounder, fifth biggest fish of my life, a giant. There might be more giants in here. I'm really excited to fish here. My hope's really high. Already got one before I even got the boat in the water. So I mean, I've been struggling to get numbers here, but the ones that are in here are huge. I'm gonna start out trying to catch them on top waters. Spinnerbait looks like it might work too. And then I'm gonna go to the jig and the 10-inch worm that's killing. They'll bite the 10-inch worm for sure. Actually brought cold tags, so I'm gonna keep a fish in the pond somewhere and try to get a picture of 2 big giants. So hopefully I can catch 2 over 5. I'll be happy. I mean, I'll be happy if I catch 5 fish because I know they're gonna be over 2 pounds. We'll see how it goes. Oh my God, he's still on there. Look at that, guys. My drag was so loose. I missed this fish. First cast with a spinnerbait. I've seen some bait over there. I'm already putting my boat in. Got one already. I threw the whopper plopper through there a few times before I even put the boat up here. That's a healthy fish. Man, I love this pond. I mean, he ate that spinnerbait. Another bait made by Travis. I appreciate it. I mean, he engulfed it. It's a toad right there. I mean, they solid fish. So I caught him before already. Nice one. Skinny for this pond though. I love the colors of these fish. Get it back in there. Good. I mean, a big one came up and smashed that spinnerbait. A big one. Just seen it come off that limb. Oh man, that was awesome. That is a toad. That's like a 7-pounder right there. Man, he is freaking pulling. What a giant. This pond is awesome. That's like a 5 or 6 easy, if not bigger. That is a giant. Are you kidding me? That kind of looks like the fish I caught on the buzzbait. Mangled that spinnerbait. Oh my gosh, that looks like the fish I caught on the buzzbait, guys. Wouldn't that be crazy? Oh my gosh. You got to be kidding me, guys. That is a giant. That looks like the buzzbait fish. I think it is, actually. Look, right there's where I caught it with the buzzbait. I do believe it's been hooked before, and it looks just like that fish. Are you kidding me? On the spinnerbait. Custom spinnerbait. Look at the size of this fish, guys. That is a giant. Mangled that spinnerbait. Totally opposite end of the pond if it's the same fish. Let's get a weight on it. That's probably the same fish, guys. 7-11, he lost 5 ounces or 6 ounces. That's probably the same fish. 7-11, God. Awesome weight. I'm gonna look and see if that's where I hooked him on the buzzbait. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's the same fish, guys. It's a giant. Catch and release works. Like I said, you can't hide in ponds. God, another big one. Right at the bluegill beds. Oh, get out of the trees, get out of the trees, get out of the trees. Another giant.
Another giant.
I mean a giant. Right at the bluegill beds. Spinnerbait's catching them better than topwaters. I barely kept them away from those trees. Oh my God, that's another 8-pounder. And he jumped off. How did he jump off, man? No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 Well, maybe that's not the same fish. There's just a bunch of big ones in here. That would have been an epic picture of those two fish. Man. Oh, are you kidding me? What he did to my spinnerbait. I was so lucky to keep him out of the trees, but God, how did he jump off at the boat? Summertime, guys, these fish have energy. No way. Well, guys, midday update. Caught a giant. I'm pretty sure it's the same fish. I went back to the video and I did hook the buzzbait on the other side of the mouth. I think it's the same fish, but I hooked another giant. It looked about the same size, maybe even bigger, but you know when you lose a fish, they seem big. It's probably gonna look small on the GoPro. Every time the fish is far away, they look tiny, but I know for sure it was over 6 pounds, 100%. Probably was another 8-pounder. Got lucky, I even got him out of the trees. He went towards the trees and he come back out towards the middle of the pond. Got lucky there, but I haven't had a bite since that was very early in the morning. I've already made 2 laps around the pond with the spinnerbait and the whopper popper, trying to catch them on moving baits. I made a few pitches with the worm, but I'm trying to wait till the sun's actually out to put these fish up on the shade. And I might throw the jig too. I got the big one on the cold tag, and he seems to be doing fine. I got him on a rope with the cold tag, kind of like a stringer, but I don't want to stress him out too much. And he's already been on there like 2 hours, but he seems fine. He tried to jump a couple of times, but I've checked on him a few times. He seems like he's fine. I could have had an epic picture. That's the reason I brought the cold tags. I want to hold up 2 big giant bass. And I had the bass on. Apparently there's more than one giant one in here. I'm hoping there's one like 10 pounds in here. Hopefully I can catch another big one. Let's see how it goes. Fish. Big one. Yes. Finally something, guys. Oh my God. Not that big, but I thought he was huge. He's as close to the boat by the time I hooked him. I'll let this one jump off. Finally, something. He's not big at all. He's just a little football. Oh gosh. Finally, guys, it has been a struggle. That's not a bad one. Oh, look at that, just barely hooked. Had him hooked right on top of the jaw, but that's a 3-pounder all day. Yes, I just want to get 2 nice fish to take a picture with, and I could not get a bite, guys. Finally got one. He was swimming with it. I didn't even feel the bite. Yes, finally. He'll probably go 3 easy. Well, guys, I was going to try to get a picture of both these fish, and the 8-pounder got the last laugh. Put him on the cold tag. He said, forget the cold tag, and broke my dang cold tag. I can't believe he broke the cold tag. It held him for a good 2.5 hours, or maybe 3 hours, but I was trying to get a picture of 2 fish, but he said, forget that. Man, I never got a picture of him. I should at least took a picture of him before I... Man. Yep, at least I got a weight and everything on him, and a video of catching him, but it's probably the same fish as 2 weeks ago anyways. Well guys, go ahead and call it a day. It's kind of a tough day. Did catch that huge giant though. Didn't catch a ton of fish, which there's just not a lot of fish in here. And I'm pretty sure it's the same one I caught 2 weeks ago. Almost an 8-pounder, lost a few ounces surprisingly. I should have reweighed it though. I plan on reweighing it again, but the scales can be really inaccurate. You get 3 bites on a spinnerbait. that big, it's like a 3/4 ounce spinner. But there it is, big, heavy spinnerbait with a huge blade. He knocked the paint off the Colorado blade, the little small blade, but big spinnerbait, moves a ton of water. I knew if I got one on that, it'd probably be a big one. Couldn't get a bite on it at Lake Myers, but the two, I did catch, like, that one was only probably not even 3, but I lost a giant. I think that fish was 8 pounds. I mean, they always seem bigger when you lose them, but that lets me know there's at least 2 giants in here, because I'm pretty sure it was the same fish I caught last week, or 2 weeks ago for sure. There's just not a ton of fish in here, and I've been putting a lot of pressure on. I'll probably let it rest for a few weeks, come back when these fish are not so used to the same baits I've been throwing, because they would not touch top water this morning. I think they've seen it too much. Might have just been a bad day to come, who knows, but I'll be getting back to the lake soon, guys. I know a lot of you guys just want to watch the tournament videos. I'm going to have to get ready for the big bass at the end of September. I'm going to start fishing the Tuesday tournaments again, even though I struggle this time of year. And I catch giants at ponds. That's why I go fishing in ponds. I mean, last few weeks has been pond fishing, catching a giant every week. But thanks for everybody that subscribed. I'm up to 3,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.